ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Romance of the Three Kingdoms 4 Wall of Fire. I'm JD, bringing it to you from Orlando, Florida. And the last time I left you guys, I said I was going to take another year to build up our forces, and sure enough, that's what I did. I've got 1,000 troops, or 100,000 troops here in my main city. And we'll quickly go through the cities. So we've been built up quite a bit. We finished those 200 rapid crossbows, and I built a catapult in there as well too. So this is our main city. As you can see, I depleted quite a bit of our gold and grain, but that's alright because we're going to move west and we're going to pick up all the grain and gold of those rulers out west, and we're going to make some pretty short work. I think we're going to take a huge force and just go month after month and basically just clean up everything out here. I'm thinking I can probably get that entire western front before the end of the year, so that's what we're going to do. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cities that I think we should be able to conquer here pretty quickly. But let's go back through some of our cities here real quick. Our feeder city is building up pretty nicely. We've run out of gold in a lot of our areas, but we'll go ahead and throw some gold on this one. And we're just going to take everybody off of these cities right now because we're going to be in war mode, and it's going to be kind of irrelevant whether or not these cities are built up anymore. We basically got enough gold and grain to get us through, and once we start taking over these cities, we're just going to have so much gold and grain, we're not going to know what to do with it. We're pretty much... I'm going to say we're at the end of building up any forces whatsoever, any cities whatsoever. We probably won't put anybody on any city building for quite some time. Probably not until we take Luoyang will we do that again, because we're going to pick up so much grain and gold. But quickly, let's go through these cities like I was trying to do before I get so long-winded and sidetracked. This city's building up pretty nice. This feeder city is built up pretty nice. Like I got there 100 in farms and shops, and we got 600 troops here in our backup main city. And we're going to end up moving some of our troops down south to Changsha. I took these cities off of delegated because I'm going to move somebody around. Let's just do this real quick to move some of our resources to the main city. We're going to move Kaihe. We're not going to have him move anything, but what we're going to do now is slide everybody over one city and have them move their gold and grain stores with them. We're going to leave 500 gold and 500 grain in each city, and you'll see the power of these feeder cities here in just a second. Again, we're going to leave 500 gold and 500 grain in each one of these little feeder cities, and as you can see, we're about to bolster our numbers in our main southern city up quite a bit. Yep, that's looking pretty good right there. In fact, we're going to move somebody up that way, and we're going to move those two guys down. So who do we want to move up there? Probably Gongzhi. We'll move him up. And we'll move these two guys down into our main city, because we're fairly well built at this point in time. So, yeah, we're looking pretty nice there. We're probably only going to move, we'll move a couple hundred troops there. Yeah, we'll move a couple hundred troops there and maybe a couple marshals down there, so we have some good guys for when we march west. In fact, I think I know what 3 guys I want to move. Let's actually do this here too. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move Liu Bei's son, Liu Feng, up there. Because he's decent, but he's not all that great. Liu Bei doesn't really have that many great kids, unfortunately. We're going to move both of our guys down here because they're going to be a little bit more useful. Actually, I've got to clear some gold out of here. Perfect. Again, our feeder cities are basically, they're not going to have any resources in them. And we are going to move all of our best generals this way. We may leave, who do I want to leave here? We'll figure this out in just a second. I'm going to bring all my civil officers. Yep. All my best warriors. We'll leave Yi Ji and Teng Chi out there in this city because at this point we really don't need anything else. Bring all of our soldiers. We're gonna bring everything. Okay, so we've got a couple other, we got 4 guys here. We're going to leave Yi Ji in control as the governor of our old capital. And look at that, 1,600 troops. We got so many troops, we can't even keep up with our harvest. And we're going to move a few guys this way. Let's move Gan Ning, Kai Mao, and Wen Pin. If we need some more guys, we can move them that way, but we're just going to move them for now. And we'll move just 200 soldiers down there. Nothing else, because this southern capital is going to be pretty self-sufficient, and we should be able to build him up over the next 6 months to move east, because there's not a whole lot of competition out here right now. And on top of that, I think we'll reform our alliance. You know what, we may end up moving, attacking these 2 cities, get this choke point right here in Lujiang, and then reforming that alliance. That might be what we want to do. He's getting kind of strong over here though, so if he decides he wants to make a move for me, we'll be alright. So without further ado, we're gonna crash west. In fact, we're gonna try to just take him over real quick. Let's see if we can't just recruit him. See what happens. That dirty old rotten trick again. Yep, we're gonna take some gold. Let's just see what happens. Okay, he didn't want to fall for it there, but we'll take that city over pretty easily. Okay, so he didn't want to budge, which is fine. We're actually going to wait 1 turn. That way we can take our full complement of officers. Yep, we're going to wait 1 turn. And we're actually, while we're waiting that turn, we're going to reform that alliance with Sun Tzu, Sichuan, I should say. Okay. Hand song. One horse should do it. Okay, so he's agreed to this alliance, which gives me a little bit of breathing room to move west. And before we go to war here, we're gonna save this. We're gonna save it big time. We should be able to scoop up 10 cities here pretty quickly. I mean, I just followed that tried and true method and built up enough gold and grain in those main cities and drafted 50 troops a month in Zhang and 10 to 25 troops a month here in Jing Liang. And it's time to go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, so he's making the move. Okay. He probably feels a little bit more confident. We're definitely going to have to keep our eye on him. But we're going to move so fast, he won't really be able to keep up with us. Let's see what's happened here. And we're not spying out west. Darn it, we need to do that. Let's train real quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably going to be alright. I'll let them train for 5 months. There's got to be a couple people here. Yep, we're going to have plenty of people to spy. 6 months there. We're going to have to spy up north too. I pick specific guys who, if they only have the spy skill, I like to pick them to spy. And we're just going to go at it. I'm going to bring that catapult along with us. Okay, so I'm going to bring Liu Bei. I'm going to put my advisor in his group. I'm going to bring those crossbows. So let me find some people that have the archery skill. Wei Yan and Guan Ping. That's perfect. And I think I want to bring some horses just to kind of have that available to me. So anybody else I want to bring? I'm going to bring one more horse general. Futong. You can only bring 10 officers total, so that's 10. And let's see, this is going to be our cavalry unit. 200 of those. These are going to be our rapid-firing crossbows. And these are going to be our infantry units, and that's going to be our catapult. And we still have 500 guys left. Yeah, we're going to bring the one catapult. Goodness, how much should we bring here, guys? Let's bring 14. Let's leave 5,000 in that city. Yeah, we're going to take this city pretty quickly. Who wants to be the governor? Raise your hand. Kuai Liang. Why not? So he's going to fight from the castle. There's really nothing he can do about this. And I'm going to assign Liu Bei to bring that catapult. Let's see what happens here. This is a gigantic force. Okay, great. So he put his general down there. And there's my crossbows, my cavalry. So, you know what? We're gonna start dropping some bombs on this guy right away. That took off 11 damage. Yeah, he's already starting to retreat. Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and attack the wall. We're gonna let him run away, and we'll just shoot arrows at him if he tries to do anything. He's gonna try to go up that wall, but this is gonna hurt him badly. Yeah. He's going to be so depleted by the time he tries to do this. I'm going to try to force a final battle. Yeah, he's going to be destroyed pretty quickly. And I'm not going to take any damage to any of my troops. This will be over pretty quick. Before he can really do anything. Yeah, that wall's gonna be that's gonna be destroyed. We're gonna bust through the gates, and I don't know what he's doing. He's just hopping around up there. So this will be sweet. Yeah, the gates have been destroyed and opened. The final battle. So I'm gonna do some officer duels. I'm gonna do a one-on-one battle, and I'm just gonna pick good old Guan Yu. They won't defeat him at all. The guy I'm going up against is Liu Bei. He doesn't have good scores at all. He's got maybe 60s, 57 power to 104. I've got my weapon and I've got my horse, so if he tries to run away, he's mine. There's no way I don't win this. I may win this in one swing. I may just run right through him. Let's see. Yep, it's over. Good night. See you. Bye-bye. And I didn't lose any troops at all. So, you can imagine how quick this is going to go. I'm not saying every fight's going to be this easy, but, I mean, that was his most stacked city. He didn't have more than 150 in any other city. Let's see if we can recruit him. And he came to want to serve me. That's awesome. And I gained his 79 troops. I gained troops. I go into battle, don't lose any troops, and gain troops. How awesome is that? We're going to move a few guys over here. We're going to move some recruiters. We're actually going to take Koei Liang. Let's see, who else can recruit? And, ladies and gentlemen, why are we bringing the recruiters? You guessed it. So when we get POWs, we're going to need people that can recruit them. Who are we going to leave in control? Let's, who's been loyal to me for a very long time? Zhang. Let's use him. He's got a big old smile, too. So we still got 500 troops here. That's pretty amazing. Or I should say 50,000. We may be able to move him here and defend north. I might want to do that. I'm not sure though. We are spying out west, so this should be pretty easy. We're gonna take this city pretty quickly too. And what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna go to war. There's not really a whole lot of reason to do anything else right now. We're gonna make a beeline and control all of these cities. We do have to watch what Sichuan is doing out west, though, because we don't want to get too overconfident. That would make for a not fun day. Okay, let's see what we're up against here. Nothing at all. This is the ruler. He's probably going to sit up on his on the castle wall, so we're just going to go right to war with him. We're going to try to do the same setup, but if he goes up on the wall, which means we're probably not going to bring any cavalry. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. I don't know for sure, but we will see here. Wei Yan, go on ping. Who's that other horse general I was taking? Futong. I don't think I'm going to bring any horses. Not this time. So, 300. And look, we gained rapid crossbows. We gained everywhere. This is amazing. Yep. That looks good. We're going to go to war. We're going to bring our catapult. And look, we brought 15,000 and now we've got 20,000 gold. We're just going to wreck face. That's just it. There's no two ways around it. Even if he brings some reinforcements, this battle's going to be over before it even starts. We'll let Liu Bei and his advisor control that big old contraption, the catapult. And also, another good reason, I should have brought cavalry. He's just going to run away from me. So what I'm going to do is kind of flank him. He may bring reinforcements, but that's fine. We're just going to bust down his city wall again. You know, we're not going to lose any troops. We may lose a few, but in the grand scheme of it, it's not going to be that big of a deal. I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know where he thinks he's going. But I'm just going to shoot him with arrows and otherwise ignore him. I can't shoot him with arrows. He's too far away and he's not even moving. I think he knows at this point it's defeat is certain. I'm wrecking his face. He's not liking this one bit. And that's the ruler of this entire territory out here. He tried to retreat and I captured him. Amazing. So I've gained troops again. I'm going to just release him. I'm not going to execute him. I'm just going to release him. We'll end up catching him again. He's got some items too. Fake Sword of the 7 Stars. Which, in the interlude, I got myself some new weapons, new items. I got myself the actual Sword of 7 Stars. I need to give that to somebody. I don't know who I want to give that to. I'll figure it out. Right now we're in war mode. We're not even too concerned with all that. And we're gonna reward the guy that we just captured. We may leave him in that city. We may not. I'm not too confident leaving him in there since we just recruited him. He may rebel against me, but I don't know. So I'm going to bring just a couple guys with me, some guys that have been with me for the long haul. Not Li Dian. Mi Feng. I'll move him. We'll bring some more horses along the way. And what we're also going to start doing we should let the foreign tribes go to work for a little bit. Yeah, we're going to bring all of our horses, all of our rapid crossbows. We're going to let Mi Feng be the governor of the city. Because I think, because we're going to make a run at him, and he right now is the strongest out there. Yeah, okay. So we're going to let those foreign guys go to work for a little bit. Do I have any horses here? I don't have any horses there. Son of the beach. You know what? I'm gonna buy some horses. Even though the market isn't that great, I need them here and I need them now. So he says, I suggest wait until the markets pick up. You know what? Be quiet. Okay, we've got some good training. We're gonna put some money to it now, guys. We're gonna have another city with 500 troops by the end of the year. Buy some grain. Let's see if we can buy grain here. 8-1, that's pretty good. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna move one guy up. Zhong. We're gonna have him bring 2,000 gold. We're gonna buy 8,000 right now, and then we may be able to buy another 8,000 next month, and then move all those gold reserves down. Okay, so he's still not doing anything. He's probably oblivious to what's going on. Maybe not oblivious, but he's not going to know what hit him. I'm going to be moving into these couple cities. I'm going to have to defend against him, though, because he's got quite a few cities up here, so my focus is out west, and I'll have to reorganize at some point and bring some of these great officers back that way, because I'm going to pick up some officers up in this area. So I may be spreading myself thin going to war, but it's going to be fine in the end because I'm going to pick up some guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to take over these next two cities, and we'll probably pause it so that we don't get into an hour-long video. That way you can see the progress and at least be somewhat entertained by my amazing stratagems. And I think I'm going to save it after every turn, just to be safe. So there's not a whole lot going on now. A lot of this stuff, once we get I think Cheng ends, so that's going to be, this is a large city, that's a pretty large city as well, population-wise. I believe it's got over 400,000. So I'm going to have these two cities pretty much as my front line, and then this little region here, and nobody will really be able to get through that. So everything else back behind here is probably going to be delegated. I'm not even really going to need it, and we're moving so fast. We're just going to go right to war. Doesn't even matter. You know the drill now. And we are going to bring horses, but watch, this time it's not going to be how we want it. Futong. Fei, Jing. Okay. Bring 179, 200 horses, 250 rapid fire and crossbows, and 300 infantry. Bring that catapult, we're going to bring a whole bunch of gold, a whole bunch of grain. Again, we're going to take these these cities pretty quickly. We're kind of rotating who our governors are going to be. He's going to fight from the castle again, and he's just going to be overwhelmed. Like I said, he's been sitting in that city for 5 years not doing anything. Even though Yan's a pretty good officer, in fact, I can't wait to recruit him. He's just going to run away. He doesn't really have much of a choice, you know? I'm going to follow him with my archers and just keep him blasted. Yeah, 44. I mean, this is just going to be over before it starts. I may end up shooting him to death with my arrows before I can get the castle gates open. And I'm going to end up pushing him to a spot where he can't really move, so good luck trying to retreat. See, he's not going to be able to move, and I'll just continue. I'll block him in now. No matter where he goes for the next few turns, he's just going to get arrows rained down on his face. Yep, he retreated. You know, I mean, what else are you going to do? Hey, they've got one city left now. There's just, let's see what they got going on here. I mean, he's got quite a few soldiers there, and look at how much golden grain he's got. Like I said, I'm not going to have to work up anything else. He's got so many rapid fire and crossbows. The only thing that's going to be somewhat of a worry is this guy Cheng Lu, but we're gonna work his ass over. And also what we're going to do is we're going to move into this city and block his retreat, so he won't be able to retreat. We're going to invade him again. We're going to invade him for a little while. Yep. We are on good terms. In fact, I may have to move just a couple other guys. Let's see. I'm going to move a couple guys over. I am going to do this. Let's just move 2 over that way. And we're going to move... Yeah, we'll move all these guys. I think we're going to do this, yeah. No horses. We're going to leave these 2 guys just... there's no reason to have anybody else over there. Because now we got 850. I mean, they're just going to get their asses handed to them. I am so stoked with how this game has turned out. I've played this scenario quite a few times. And I've conquered it moving in some different directions before. But nothing has been quite this good. This is pretty awesome. And we're gonna let Ho-Jun be the ruler of this city, governor, I should say. All the king's horses and all the king's men. And info, city. Let's just see what Montang has got going on. I mean, he's got a few troops. What has he got? Like 60, 120, 190, so 200, 300, close to 500 troops. And the northwestern tribes are going to beat him down before I even get to him. We may end up just taking these 2 cities and then calling it a night. Okay, did I save? Let's save. Let's save and then go to war. And we just need to make sure we move fast, because if anybody wants to make a move, either if Cao Cao wants to move south from the north, he could split us up here and we'd be up Schitt's Creek without being able to move up. So let's move fast. Let's do it. Less talky, more attacky. Yeah, see, Sichuan, he's making some moves. Oh, he lost to that guy again. We're gonna let the foreign tribes invade. I'll tell you what, I had a disagreement with a YouTube user on one of Desmond's videos. She said, I don't believe that you can have horses do this. It's too simple of a task. Well, you know what? Keep it simple, stupid. It's not my fault I figured out how to do it and you couldn't. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and attack this city. He may have... We're going to get 22 officers, well, POWs. But a healthy amount of them. So like I was talking about, we're playing on historical, and historically, no, we don't even want to listen to what you have to say. Historically, Liu Bei comes out this way, so a lot of those guys that were serving him being Liu Cheng, do become my officers. And I'm really mad that we haven't found Wang Chong, because typically I run Cao Yun, Wei Yan, Wang Chong, and that's 96, 98 lead power, 80, 94 lead power, and Wang Chong would be 93, 97 lead power all with arrows. And then I would typically do Guan Yu and Cheng Fei, but we're actually missing one of our super officers, Pang Tong, who was recruited by Ma Tang. That son of a bitch took one of my guys, which I'm kind of irked about. He recruited him right out from under my nose. Unbelievable. I may be able to... Yeah. Yep. That's a big force right there. Yep, it is time to show them our military strength. Who has not been governor yet? Guoyoji. This one may be a little bit more of a challenge. He may actually have some people up on his gate or up on the walls, which if he does, he's only got one. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm glad I have my cavalry unit now. Oh, he's running away. What a jerk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move our cavalry and our infantry and our archers to go get his ground troops. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. And then we're gonna let the catapult take care of the city wall. We're going to keep our archers off the space a little bit. But we're not going to put our units back to back, because if we do, there's a chance that they can hit us with provoke, which we don't want to have happen. And yeah, that's pretty mean right there. We're going to charge. That's it. This may actually move that guy up on the castle wall out, because I've got the ladder going up. Yep, he does. He moves over. That's alright. He's going to try to drop a boulder on me, but what we're going to do is we're just going to concentrate on these ground troops. I mean, there's just not anything he's going to be able to do to us. Yep, and I just got Yan and Cheng Ren. Those are two of his best generals. Okay, so he's going to be blocked in over here, and this is the ruler. So he won't be able to move. Oh, we're not at the end of the screen yet. That's okay. So I accidentally moved my guy in, oops, where they may be able to get provoke off, but he's kind of in retreat mode, which is fine. He should be retreating. He has no real idea what's happening to him right now. He just was sitting there, I don't know what he was doing, fondling himself for 5 years? certainly wasn't ready for this. This may end it right here. Yeah, that's it. So we really didn't take too much, lose too many troops. I mean, if we lost 20 troops, alright, let's see how many of these guys we can get. He don't want to serve me. He actually killed himself when Liu Bei took over that province. And that's true. He hung himself. This is the ruler's son. Well, we're just going to imprison anybody that doesn't want to work for us. Great. Yan Yan. Good. He doesn't want to serve me. He will, though. All of these guys will. See, as you can see, he's got quite a few guys that are really good. And then quite a few scrubs. I'm not recruiting as many as I thought I would. Liu Yi, Dan Qian, Yan Huai, Yong Kei, Bao Long, Donkey. Well, I'm glad I brought all my recruiters because, let's see, if he doesn't come work for me, should I release him? Well, he decided he wanted to come work for me. Good on him. Okay, so we started in, so that took 5 months, we took 4 cities. That's pretty awesome. Let's see what we got going on here. His forces are depleted. Pretty big time. What we're going to do is a little bit of moving around again. And let's move these. We're just going to move one guy, Ho Zhang. We're going to let Fu Ying be the governor of this city. The city of Yong'an. We're going to have to do some reorganization here because we've moved everything around. But like I said, we're probably not going to stay in these cities for too long. And I'm moving, let's see, what is this? 7 recruiters up there? Yep, 7 recruiters. Let's see what we ended up with our total here. So 38,000 gold, 45,000 grain, 946 troops. Look at all those armaments. We've got our catapult. I think we're attacking him with the tribes, and we'll just go ahead and we'll move into this city, we'll trap him, and then we'll just take that city. What do you guys think? I think that's a plan. Now, we may end up having a revolt happen in this city. 44 popular support, we might be alright. But I bet you Ma Tang is going to ask to be my friend. And unfortunately, Ma Tang, since you stole Pang Tong, you're going to go down in a blaze of glory. What I'm going to do, well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. So he was able to fight. Yep, see, he wants to be my friend already. He already knows what's coming. Let's just see what my advisor says. I don't think we should accept. We're not going to do it anyway. Yep. He's trying to offer me 866 gold. Does he know how much gold I have right now? He has no idea. 148. This guy's mine. We're just going to take this city over and then we're going to call it a night. Because this episode's getting a little long. But you know what? That's how this works. You get in this groove and you don't want to stop. I know it. know how we're doing this. Ooh, Yan Yan, I forgot that I have him. We're not going to take him right now, though. Okay. Let's see, 146. 300 horses. 300 rapid crossbows, and another 200 infantry. Yep, we're going to take our catapult, and I mean, just look at that. That's just... Yeah, we're going to take this city pretty quickly. And who wants to be governor? Dongyun. Okay, so he wants this to be over. He doesn't even want to mess around. And he's already retreating. This is... Well, let's find out who the ruler is, and let's just not... See if we can just get his troops. So that's the ruler. That's the ruler right there. So we're just gonna go right for him. Because once we get the ruler, that's it. This battle will be over. Okay, so he's moving out of the way. He's actually moving in. He's kind of being dumb about this. Let's see if we can provoke. Oh, saw right through my plot. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about plots at this point. We're just going to... Let's just fuck with him. I'm trying to do it a certain way, but let's flank him. He's trying to set me on fire. But that ain't gonna work. I'm just gonna continue to drop boulders on his head. Shoot him with arrows. Charge. I mean, let's see if the final shot will be from a boulder to the face. No, it won't. Let's see if the final shot will be to an arrow to the face. It won't. That's it. He's all done. We made pretty quick work of those guys. Let's see, come on. Be my friend, guys. Oh. Yuan Pu. He literally never comes to serve me. He's one of the hardest. He's a guy that it's almost impossible to get his loyalty up to. Mangda. This guy's pretty good. He's got 91 charm. He's pretty good across the board. Hopefully he wants to serve me. Great. A War Manual of Sun Tzu. Look at that. That's the best book out there. +5 mind, +8 politics. Score! You know what? We're going to set ourselves up for next month. Or the next time we play. We're just going to have... We're going to start wrecking face. Ma Tang, I'm sorry, buddy. But you're just gonna be... You're up shit's creek, homie. It's over for you. It is over for you. Let's see. Let's not like neglect this city down here, which we did. We did. I'm a bad person. Forgot to buy more grain here. See, I missed my opportunity. I got so preoccupied with going to war. So preoccupied. Bad JD. Well, let's see. He's probably not done anything anyway. No, he's not even going to be paying attention to me. Which is good, because I don't necessarily want to start a war on two fronts, but right now I've got so many troops. I'm going to get that 850 is going to be 1,000, and then I'm going to move. I'm going to move here, and I'm going to stop there. That's my next series of moves. We're going to save it. We're going to save it, ladies and gentlemen. This episode may be an hour long. I may have to chop that one up. I've got a couple of them that are over 30 minutes. I may have to chop those up a little bit. But we'll see. I'm going to sign off for now. So thank you for watching me absolutely destroy this month. Or this, look at that. Look at it. It's amazing. Goodbye for now.